a real unifier at a time when nobody is unified. And when you kind of need to be unified to make anything happen. Because as you can see, if one side has it and the other one doesn't, you just fight about it and nothing ever gets accomplished. But a real unifier in American politics and just America. Again, he did it all. Passed away because of COVID, 84 years old. His family put it out there on Facebook. I saw it this morning. I don't know if it happened this weekend or not. But rest in peace to Colin Powell. Just seemed to me like a genuinely likable guy as well. Aside from what he was doing in the front of things and politically, and just seemed like a likable guy.
I mean, I hadn't seen him in the news or anything recently, but he's in the 9/11 documentary that came out that I watched. And yeah, I just so much respect for him and what he had to do during that time.
We'll move to the next story because there really isn't a proper transition there. Ooh, that one's sad. We'll do that one fourth. Let me lighten it up a little bit. Let's see. It's official. Kourtney Kardashian is engaged to Travis Barker.
All right.
She's like the one I like.
Yeah.
You don't
She's
like the other
very
ones?
likable.
No, it's not that I don't like them. It's just that I have no affinity. I'm not like, oh, wow, I can't wait to see what Khloe's up to.
But if you had to rank them.
I would go Kourtney first because she seems the most normal of the 5, depending on which way you look at it. Like, Kourtney seems like someone you can just hang out with. But she and Travis Barker are engaged. It's actually she's never been married because her and Scott Disick weren't married.
Yeah, they just had kids. And I mean, they were together, but.
And then it's the drummer from Blink-182.
That's cool.
Who a lot of people don't even know. Like, Kaylin doesn't know him from Blink-182. She just knows him as, like, the producer that ends up on Machine Gun Kelly records.
Oh, wow.
And is also the guy with Kourtney Kardashian. So congratulations to them. It was on a beach. It was on a beach.
I have to say, the more I've gotten to know Kim, I like her.
Oh, Kaylin loves Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
She's super smart, and she isn't what most people feel about her. She's been a long time been a Kim advocate to the point where I'm like, all right, I get it. She's probably not as whatever that I've assigned her. Audi vehicles will let you know exactly when the light will change now. It's a dashboard clock that counts down the time left until the signal changes to green. The clock will also pop up when you're getting close to a light, so you know how much time you have until you make the light.
Ooh.
I just hope it's right.
They've integrated it into many of their newer model vehicles.
I'm still going to wait to see the light myself.
Me too.
Not me. I'm going straight, looking right at the dash and nothing else. But I got to think this wouldn't match up or sync up with the stoplight in Mountain Pine, Arkansas, where I'm from.
Right, exactly. Every
I
light.
would think you would need to be in a major metropolitan area where they've done some updating on their software.
Yeah.
Again, I would think Mountain Pine population 706, their stoplights aren't going to quite.
But do you have a stoplight? One.
Yeah, one, right?
Oh, no, we don't have one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stop
dang.
signs, yeah, but.
Yeah, that's true.
So we're good.
Yeah, I guess I can go to Mountain Pine and be fine. That's right. We don't have a stoplight in my town. Finally, 17 American missionaries were kidnapped in Haiti. And Amy, I'll ask you about this. Your kids are from Haiti. You met your kids on a mission trip in Haiti.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I used to go to Haiti for about 5 years. I was going at least 4 times a year, and I haven't been able to go back because of safety issues for the last 3 years, ever since I brought my kids home in 2017. And we wanted to take them back. But, yeah, kidnappings are completely rampant there. It's out of control. A gang kidnapped this group. They've been kidnapping religious people for ransom. And I don't know, they haven't put out a lot of the details. They don't know where they are or what's happening, but hopefully they request like a crazy amount of money, but then they'll end up like say, and I'm just throwing a number out there.
They're asking for $1 million for each of the victims.
Say $1 million for each victim, but maybe hopefully they'll end up taking like, $10,000 or $20,000 or something. I don't know, but hopefully they will return safely and unharmed because it's for money.
16 Americans, 1 Canadian. There are 5 children being held.
It's terrible.
The Ohio-based missionaries were reportedly taken while heading north of Port-au-Prince after building an orphanage.
Yeah. I mean, and one of the guys, WhatsApp, we use that a lot to communicate while you're in Haiti. And he sent out a message like right away, like we're being held at gunpoint. Like, please pray. What's happening. And then that's the last communication they had.
Not to you.
No, not to me. I mean, he sent WhatsApp. I'm saying it's popular to use WhatsApp to communicate with like groups of mass people. And he sent something out and like my chills when I read that because there's so many times where I personally probably got too comfortable down in Haiti and would not take my husband seriously when he would tell me and some of my friends to not walk certain places, but we're like, we got it, we're fine. And it's just a reminder that, to always be on the lookout, especially if you're in a dangerous place. And I'm just praying for Haiti and hope others will join, that they can pull it together, and some of these gangs will just stop doing what they're doing. It's terrible.
I don't see them stopping unless they're forced to stop.
I know.
don't think that
I don't know the solution.
Their conscience takes over. They're like, hey, gang guys, come here for a second.
Probably not.
Yeah.
It's not. I know. It's just out of control because everything's just so fragile there.
All right, that's the news.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
Call us if you would like. We'd enjoy talking with you. What do you need? What's your comment? What update do you want? 877-77-BOBBY. That's our phone number, 877-77-BOBBY. Carrie Underwood, Jason Aldean, Bobby Bones Show.
The Bobby Bones Show.
Coming up, life-changing news from one of the members of the show. Breaking news! Life-changing personal news from somebody here on the show in the next segment. As soon as we hit this little break, back in like 3 minutes. All right, breaking news, personal news. Somebody on the show has a big news announcement, and that person is not me or Amy. It is Eddie.
Oh, my goodness.
All right.
This is big. You said it was life-changing. It is because, gosh, almost 3 years ago, my wife and I opened our house to become a foster home, and we got 2 boys. Gosh, and I never, ever thought that we would get to this point.
Well, I remember, too, you didn't take them both in as foster kids at the same time. You didn't even want to be a foster parent at first.
That's correct.
And then you call one night and you're like, hey, we're going to go pick up a baby. Mm-hmm. We're going to keep it for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife she's been wanting to do this for as long as I can remember, but I've been the roadblock. I was the roadblock of just like, nah, we're fine. Like, we have our own kids. Our life's good. We're okay. We're finally in a good place where we can really just be ourselves and just us 4. And then this happened.
And so then they call you. How long after the baby?
They call us. We got the baby for about 3 or 4 days, and then they called us again and said, hey, they have this baby has another brother, a sibling, that needs a home quick. And so they said it might not be forever. It just may be for a couple days if you can take in his sibling. So we said, okay, we can take him in for a few days. We'll see where that goes.
And now it's been 3 years.
It's yeah. I mean, we're pretty shy, just a few months shy of 3 years, and I remember, I would say about a year ago, Bones, or about a year and a half ago is when I kind of just decided, like, there's no way I can picture my life without these 2 boys. You know, it went from like, we're just going to be a foster home, we'll obey God, and we'll just see where that takes us, and we'll go from there, right? But I'd say about a year and a half ago, I said I cannot see our family without these 2 boys being a part of our family. And I'm just proud to announce, Bones, that a judge has approved our adoption, and they're ours forever. They're ours forever, man. Like, these 2 boys are a part of our family now, and we are a family of 6 just like that.
And so they are now your kids.
Yes, they are our boys.
We went to I guess not a swearing in. What is that? What was that? What did I go to? A hearing?
I mean, it was our adoption hearing.
Where you go in and, we all took a picture.
Yeah.
And, it was a whole thing. It was pretty awesome.
I had my boys dressed in Cowboys gear.
Oh, yeah. We get to the courthouse, and it's Eddie and his wife, and Lunchbox was there, and I was there, and then all the kids were there, and they're all wearing Dallas Cowboy jerseys. And I was like, you guys heading to a game after this?
No. So what our idea was to have Dallas Cowboys jersey for all 4 of them, and they were labeled 1 for my oldest, 2 for the next, 3 for the next, and 4 for the baby.
Got it.
In that order.
Your wife said you guys had ordered some prior to getting those, but you ordered them from China.
Yes.
And they said Dallas Cowboy.
Yeah. Those eventually came in, and were actually pretty cool. But yeah, we were worried that we were going to say Dallas Cowboy.
And so now what changes?
So now, I mean, I'm telling you, we're so relieved because when you're a foster home, you have a lot of people coming into your house. You have caseworkers coming in, sometimes weekly, sometimes, twice a month, 3 times a month or whatever. And they're just kind of checking to see if your house is okay for them. And now that's done. Like, we're just going to live a normal life with these 2 boys, a part of our family. They are my sons. They are my son's brothers. Like, that's just what it is now. We're just a family of 6, and we can move on with our lives. And I'm just so excited.
The oldest.
Yes.
Because the baby only knows you guys.
We picked him up at the hospital,
Yeah.
so he knows no one else.
The oldest, what is his take on it?
I want to say that he doesn't open up very much. I think he goes to therapy, but he doesn't really open up to them, really. I think eventually at some point in his life he will, but I can see changes, as just the days go by. I know that during the court date, the day that we adopted them, there was a little bit of fear when we got to the courthouse. I can see fear in his eyes, like, oh, great. Like, this reminds me of the last time I was in court, which was the reason I'm here. Like the last time I saw my mom. That's I could just see that in his eyes. But when the adoption was finalized and we told him that you are a Garcia, like, you are part of our family, it was just relief. Huge relief. And the rest of the day was very exciting. He said he wanted to start learning Spanish. He wanted to have tacos for dinner because he's a Garcia now.
Wow. Now he's fully embraced the culture.
He was all in.
Like that.
Just like that, he was all in. And I don't know if he truly grasped the idea of what was happening with the judge and the courtroom and all that. But we made him understand completely that there's no going back now. You're part of us. We're his family.
Well, congratulations, man.
Thank you, man.
It's amazing.
Thank you
we've had
so
many
much.
private conversations about it, but the fact that, publicly you can say it. And
Yes.
We've been through the whole process on the air over the last 3 years. You have 2 extra kids. 2 kids. What do you call them now? Just your sons?
They're our boys.
Just your.
Those are my boys. Yes.
So now you have
I have 4 boys.
I mean, your wife.
4 boys. Yeah, she is outnumbered for sure.
Holy moly,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Last night somebody farted and she was like, "Well, this is just a part of my life."
There's 4 farts.
and we all laughed, me included.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
After the hearing, was talking to the judge, and I'm asking questions like, "So you ever put anybody in the big house?" Because the judge was just available, hanging out.
Dude, he let us have the courtroom for like 30 minutes. He said, "This is all yours. Do whatever you want here."
So it was crazy because once all the kids left, we all got naked.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's wild.
Interesting.
We did a play and everything.
All seriousness, congratulations, man.
Thank you, man.
Yes,
Thank you so
Eddie.
much.
So happy for your family.
Tomorrow's show, I'm going to save it till tomorrow because I do want to get into Abby and the firefighter in a second.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow's show, Eddie did offer his kids the ability to change their name. Not their last name, but any name.
Any name.
He was like, "Hey, you can choose your names." And I LOL'd when Eddie told me what one of the kids wanted to be named. And Eddie kind of went along with it.
Yeah. I too LOL'd.
Okay, and it's really going to happen?
No, it did.
What?
It's already happened, right?
It happened.
Yeah.
I will say that the change happened.
Eddie let his kids pick their name.
Uh-huh.
And he did, and it happened. So
Interesting.
We'll talk about that tomorrow morning. All right, let's play Blake Shelton, Bobby Bone Show. Thank you guys for hanging out. Call us if you want, 877-77-Bobby. An update on the firefighter that accidentally texted Abby and all that drama coming up in just a second. Bobby Bone Show. Okay, quick recap. Abby, our phone screener, gets a random text from a guy who's standing outside of a fire truck going, hey, here's a picture. Here's my picture. And Abby's like, what, huh? He goes, oh, that's an accident. I didn't mean to text this to you. I meant to text it to my fire chief. They start talking. They're flirting. We go, Abby, this could be a scam. She goes, I don't think it is. We all have a debate about it. She FaceTimes him. He answers. But he also blocked her on Instagram. But then we called that fire chief's number that was close to Abby's number, and it didn't exist. It's been odd. The whole thing's been odd.
So many
Wild story.
weird things. Yeah.
But she spent the weekend, and Abby, I don't want to give away too much because we're going to come back and do this in a second, but you did talk to him on FaceTime.
I did. Yes.
So you have answers to all the questions.
I got answers.
Do you want them, or
Finally.
you just want to go home?
What are you
No,
talking
I want
about?
them.
We
I'm
want
already,
them.
I'm already trying to dissect her tone. Like, does she sound like, yes, I got answers and
Yeah.
we're dating? Or, yes, I got answers and he's crazy?
Bones, she has answers to all the questions.
Do you have answers to all? Because Abby sent me a whole long note about it, but I didn't read it all because
it's-
I wanted to experience it.
Yeah, it's very long what I sent you. Yeah, there's probably one that's not quite answered.
Oh, no. Okay. We're going to come back. Abby's going to give us all the answers that she has about this firefighter next, okay?
Okay.
All right, back in a second. go over and talk to Jason in Savannah, Georgia. Jason, what's up?
Not much. What's up with you? Morning, studio.
Morning. What do you think?
Well, I've been wondering how things with Abby have been going.
Yes.
I know that it took me almost 40 years to find the only one that should have been in my life for the entire time. It's very tough, very difficult, and to put yourself in that position, especially like on a national broadcast, it takes a special kind of person.
It's chopping out a little bit,
Yeah.
so it's kind of hard to hear him. But Abby, he like us wants to know what's going on. So you have been talking to this firefighter who just mysteriously texted you, good-looking guy standing in front of a fire truck, and it was like, oops, didn't mean to send that to you.
Mm-hmm.
But then he just kept flirting.
Right. The conversation's just so easy, and he's funny and witty.
And
so.
good-looking.
Uh-huh.
He's the total
And a
package.
firefighter.
And a firefighter. Like
Yeah.
everything about it seemed like a scam.
Right.
Like someone was trying to catfish you.
Exactly.
So we're like, Abby, you need to be careful here.
Yeah. Guard up.
So we kept talking about it. You FaceTimed him on the air. He answered, so we realized he was real.
Mm-hmm.
But then we realized he blocked you on Instagram.
He wasn't showing up, so I guess I assumed, he blocked me. 'Cause
Well,
it just said
but
he didn't-
all
he
of us. He showed up for all of us.
He showed up for everybody but you.
Yeah. Very
So
weird.
you were going into the weekend. You were going to have a FaceTime date or conversation with him.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know everything. Dump it out.
Because last week after the show, I was like, hey, do you want to talk on the phone sometime? And he got really mad and was like, I'm getting messages on Instagram that you've been sharing my personal information. And so this whole I thought that was going to be in there. I thought he was
but
mad at me.
nothing personal about him was shared.
Right.
Well, you're right.
What? Nothing
No,
was.
nothing
Nope,
was.
nothing. I mean, no, but people obviously enough was shared to where people were thinking, is this you?
No.
No chance.
I would think
Well,
he
then
was
how-
listening,
then
and he's
how
been
does he-
listening the whole time.
So you don't think he got any DMs?
No.
Oh.
We never mentioned anything about who he was, what his name was.
Correct.
But he told her that.
He said he did get a few DMs, though.
Hey, okay, prove it. Is it like when he proved it? Was it like when he
shoot.
proved his fire chief's phone number and it wasn't a real number when we called it?
Oh, well, I do have info on that.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah,
start-
just break it down.
Dump it out on us.
Okay, so I FaceTimed him on Friday, and I was like, look, you got to be straight up. Like, you honestly did not know who I was at all. Like, you had not heard the show or anything, right? Never? And he's like, no, I've never listened to the show. Like, I've heard it advertised, but I've never listened to the show.
Advertising. Here's the first thing. Ain't nobody advertising about our show. One thing I fight with our company about is spend some money, advertise us.
Well, he's heard maybe, I don't know, them mention it.
Okay,
I
go
guess
ahead.
so. And then, sorry, I have to look at my, notes because we have so many. I had, a list. I was, grilling him during that. But then I asked about the Chiefs number. And I was like, okay, then what's up with the directory? Because my friend called the number that's like mine, and an older man answered. Didn't sound like a chief. And he was like, you really called that guy? I was like, yes, because I want to know. Well, it turns out, long story short, it is the wrong number. The directory is out of date.
Oh.
And he even
this is
called the
just-
number.
this is too
no,
much. This
no,
is too-
I really think he is being genuine. I really do.
So it's an out-of-date directory.
yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Because he has a new directory, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, I know this makes me sound stupid, and now you won't believe me
we
again."
go.
Okay.
But
You're right.
It's
So far, we are not on his side. Keep going. Keep
but
convincing.
Abby is, so.
And so then I was like, "Okay, then why would you actually need to send a picture to the chief? Like, why would he need a headshot? I've never heard of that." And he's like, well, I'm switching positions within it, and the fire marshal needed it, and it's going to be on my new badge. And I was like, okay, well, I want to see that badge in the
And
future.
they send it over text.
That
They don't
makes
send
sense.
it through an email,
Why not?
like through a company email.
I don't know.
Okay, go
Well,
ahead.
he did send it in the email after he accidentally
did.
sent it to me,
Sure
so it
did.
was the wrong number.
Yeah, sure did. All right, go ahead.
What other answer? I'm trying to think.
Those are the only that's
Wait,
all the notes
okay,
you
what
took?
about, is he married? Does he have kids?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I know all this too. Okay, it was a 20 minutes of me interrogating him, and then I FaceTimed him again for 45 minutes on Sunday, and he took me on a tour of the fire station.
Okay,
We
no,
walked
no, no,
around.
no. Is he
Okay,
married?
is he,
Oh, he's not married. No, he is not married.
okay, but when did he get divorced?
Oh, do you want me to say all this
No, I
personal
guess
stuff?
that's personal, so we don't have to. I'm just sorry.
I mean, he is actively dating right now, so
I don't
and he
believe
has
the fire
been.
chief number thing. I don't.
So how can we prove this?
We can't.
Yeah, we
It-
can. Yeah, we can.
Mike,
The fire chief, was this once your number before it went out of date?
call the current fire chief.
Oh my gosh.
that's
Mike,
what,
go ahead.
If it's a personal number, you really can't prove that
What?
that's his number or not.
I don't understand what you're saying.
What are we trying to prove here?
You could call the fire chief at his current number and say, "Hey, did this used to be your number?
Yeah.
Or was it a different fire chief?"
Yeah, that's something. Because remember, Mike looked up the name and you got the actual number. So I do know the actual number, but I really don't want to call the chief.
I do.
Abby, I think you're being scammed.
No,
But
I
scam
really
for what?
don't.
I do. This guy knew who she was. It's not random. There's too many things that have happened. It's like everything there's a perfect answer for. This number got changed. It's at the wrong side.
Maybe can he show a screenshot of the DMs that he got? Because I'm confused how he got DMs if we didn't ever say his name.
I guess it was when we were mentioning like his screen name.
But
We didn't.
but
We
didn't.
I said,
Well,
look
wasn't
at
he?
this is funny. And Bobby said, oh, that's like a wrestler, but it's not the actual wrestler. So there's no
and
way.
what wrestler is it? Abby, I'm telling you,
Oh, come on. I really do think he is after talking to him. I was trying to read his face to see if he was lying.
let's take a vote here. Who thinks this is legit? I don't. I was for a second, especially if that fire chief number was a legitimate mix-up, but it's not even the right number.
Can I be half and half?
No, I need it. What do you think?
Because I want to believe it for Abby, but
I want to believe it for Abby too, but I also want to protect her more than I want her to walk
Okay.
into a situation.
well, when you put it that way, I think we need to abort mission.
I do too. I would not pursue this farther.
Too much is fishy.
It's
Red flags everywhere.
it's like a stock pond, fish everywhere.
I know, but weird things like this happen to me all the time, and they are actually weird.
Eddie,
I mean, I can't. Like, I was really wanting him to say, you know what, you caught me. Like, I did want to date you, and this was my creative way of doing it. But he's not even fessing up to that. I can't let her do this.
there's no way people DM'd him based on what they heard on this show. There's no way.
No chance.
And if they did, we need to see the DM.
There's no way, Amy. That we've said nothing to make people know it's him.
Morgan,
Oh yeah, there's red flags all over this. Like no, Abby.
Oh no, she FaceTimed with him for
and
45 minutes.
and then he showed her the fire station.
Yeah, that was cool. The ambulance and all that. It was
Ray?
clean.
Yeah, I mean, sorry guys, my voice is being weird.
It's not being weird. You went and had a bachelor party all
He looks
weekend
like an Oompa
and were
Loompa.
irresponsible. You got way too spray tan. You were taking Instagram pictures with every girl on
man.
Broadway.
Anyways, what I was gonna say about this guy is he is a fraud. He got busted. He was a little sneaky with getting her phone number on the internet, but we out investigated him and found out that he was lying, taking screen grabs, all that.
Scuba Steve, we haven't talked to you about this. What do you think's happening here?
I have a theory that he is married with children, and this whole thing, he's trying to cheat on his wife with Abby.
Wow.
That's my theory. I know it's a little dark, but I've been in that scenario, and I see some signs that my ex-wife would do, and this just kind of clicks, and I'm like, he's probably cheating on his wife with you.
And by him being in that scenario, it was done to Scuba Steve, not
yes,
Scuba.
yeah.
Not Scuba's like, hey, I've done this before. to
Yeah,
people.
sorry, yeah.
Like, that's what it felt like. Abby, you have 6 people on the show
that care about you.
that do care about you.
I
Yep.
should probably listen to you guys, I would say. You probably know.
Yeah,
us.
but we know how
But-
this works, and she's probably not going to listen to us right away.
Or she's gonna say she's listening to us, but she's really not gonna listen to
She's going to be
us.
FaceTiming on the side.
I know. Well, I did say to him, I was like, I just don't think at this time, like, we're too far away from each other, and I just don't think this could actually really be anything. We're in different places in our lives, so we could be like friends, catch up every now and then, but
What about Instagram? I need to know why were you blocked?
he did not have an answer. He's like, I've never blocked someone.
Oh.
He said he's never, he said he doesn't even know how to block someone.
Guys,
Okie dokie. But did he?
You know how to block somebody? You push the dots and you push block.
Yeah.
He's so convincing. I just can't believe someone would lie this many times, though. I just really can't believe it.
I'm a
Unless he's just
pathological
very-
liar.
I didn't think I was that dumb.
You're not.
You're not dumb.
You're
Not you.
blinded by
You're
love.
hopeful.
I am
And sometimes
hopeful, yes.
being hopeful removes the ability to see things clearly.
Yeah, it happens to me all the time.
Jason, are you still there in Savannah?
Yes, sir, I am.
You tell me what you think about this.
There's a lot of red flags in it. But like I was saying earlier, it took me almost 40 years to find the person that should have been in my life the whole time.
Yeah.
To make a long story short, I was in law enforcement for almost 2 years. I was a deputy sheriff in a crime.
He's just chopping out too much.
Dang, I want to know his story. Maybe
Me
this is what happened to him. Exactly this.
So he's saying I have to wait 40 years
Yeah,
to find
but-
the one.
Well, till you're
Basically.
40.
Oh, man.
But yeah.
Okay.
Abby,
Thanks,
it's up to
Jason.
you what you do. You have 6 people. Not one person here believes them.
When y'all last hung up from your last FaceTime hang, is there plans to talk again?
There's no plans, but he texted me right after, and he's like, "Thanks for that. It was fun."
Oh.
Like, he wants to keep continuing. It's
It was
like he always
fun?
talks to me all the
What'd
time.
y'all do?
Yeah, what was fun?
We just talked.
Thanks for that. That was fun. What? I mean,
Anderson.
what?
It was, oh no.
You don't have to define that.
He was in the fire
Hey,
station. I
whatever
She
didn't
it
do
took
is.
a tour of the fire station.
Yeah,
Is
he
that
was
a
proud.
euphemism?
I don't know.
He was proud to show me.
Did he
around.
have coworkers around or just?
He did, and
Okay.
he was like in the bunk room, and they walked in, and I had to be like silent. And I was like, laughing.
He's like,
And then
shut up, shut up,
He
shut
didn't
up.
tell anyone. He didn't tell
Do
anyone.
you follow him on Instagram?
No.
Okay, so there's no way people could have found him. If
He
you
got rid of it. He canceled.
He got rid of his
Yeah.
Instagram?
Okay.
Okay.
But he has
Oh my God.
Abby, this guy is
What are
no
we
good.
doing?
I don't understand.
He had like 350 followers before he got rid of it.
But why did
He
he,
got
get
rid of it because you
it?
caught him.
Why did he get rid of it, Abby?
Scuba?
He didn't get rid of it. I just pulled it up right now.
Stop.
It's right here on Instagram. I don't
Oh
follow it.
no! Oh no! Now he lied again.
Hold on. So he.
Blocked you.
What? Oh, okay.
What,
Oh gosh.
Scuba, what'd you say?
I said you're blocked. You have no idea if he got rid of
Let
it or
me
not.
see.
I
So
have
he told you he got rid of it, yet
he changed the name. He
Wait.
changed the name on it.
Let me see.
Run, Abby, run!
Oh.
Well, don't give any hints.
Wow, I almost said a word that would give it away, but wow, that was very crafty.
Abby's still protecting him. He's like, don't give any hints.
Oh my.
I'm furious right now.
Me too. I can't believe
He
this.
changed his Instagram and told you he got rid of
Because
his.
he didn't want anyone to find him and message him again and calling him a creep.
Okay.
But
They
we
call him a
never
creep.
we never gave a single
know.
indication of how to find him.
Some people can find out from small clues.
No.
I don't know that. I don't know that that's the case. I'm trying to think of. Sometimes I have a
Morgan,
hard time
what's happening?
She
finding
wants to say
friends
something.
on Instagram.
Say it, Morgan.
No, there's a somebody made this comment on Facebook Live, and I didn't think about it until just now. But in the beginning, he said he was sending the photo for the calendar, but now he's saying he needed it for his photo badge.
Oh, he said it was for a calendar?
Yes.
He said
Yeah.
for the
Yes, he
website.
did.
Oh, yeah, he said for the website.
And I did
That's
ask
what
him,
I
I
remember.
said, yeah, I was like, wait, you told me you wanted it for the website. And he's like, well, it's a long story. I didn't want to tell you the whole story.
Yeah.
It was just easier
He's
to
like,
say
because
the
I didn't
website."
know the story
He's,
yet.
he's talking back and forth too much. Like there's no like realness in between there.
Oh,
I mean, this is
making me mad.
crazy. I'm scared.
Abby, you're still defending him.
I don't know why. I don't know how I am because I just think that if you're looking someone in the eye, they're not going to lie to you. Mm-hmm. You know, like he just looked.
He has your number now, right? Huh?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
need to get Abby a new phone.
I have to change my number too. I'm getting too many calls. I got 2 calls this weekend where I answered it and they went, F you, Bobby.
What?
No, they didn't.
No.
Who?
It happens semi-regularly.
What
at
was
this
the
point.
phone number on
Sometimes-
there?
I'll stop doing that.
Sometimes they threaten me. They're like, I'm going to kill you, F you, and they hang up.
What is
But
happening?
is it
I don't
is
know.
it blocked or can you see who's
No
doing
caller
it?
ID.
Oh.
They'll no caller ID me. I've had the same number for
Yeah, a long time.
almost 20 years. I refuse to change. I mean,
Dang, dude.
so now
You and Abby should just switch.
Great idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So that way.
let me have a few minutes with this guy.
I know. I wish.
Okay, Abby,
This guy.
listen, you do what you want to do, but you have, Mike, are you on this too? He's a liar?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 7 people who say the story doesn't check out.
I'm glad he's kind of far away from us. I'd be super worried. if
Or is
was-
he? Now we can't trust him. We don't know where he is.
I know. Oh well.
That was just his Zoom background. He's walking,
He's walking around
he's
his
walking
house.
Abby around his Zoom background.
He's like, here's
All right.
the pole.
Ray's telling me I got to wrap up. Okay, thank you guys.